2, 1. K4PEW. Is the frequency use? The answer is no. I've been listening. This is K4PEW at the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Alrighty. If there was, call 911. Or if there is, you're already done for. If there is, call 911, and you can talk to us in the interim if you're able. We'll be happy to help you out though on any emergency. For information on this, you can go right now to YouTube. Look in the search block for K4PEW. My call Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey, and it should bring up the video feed. Also, you can go to our website for more information on 146.415.net. Just like the frequency without the decimal, just moved to another place. 146.415.net. That's the website. Or the groups.io site, which is groups.India Oscar. And then you can do a / and a small g and another / and then the letters MJSS. Or you can write me and ask for a written explanation at K4PEW@ARRL.net. Where am I here? Oh, yeah. We normally meet at 8 p.m. I've only done this 680 times or so. I think I have it down, memorized it. And that normally meets at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. We conduct the net on 146.415 FM Simplex tonight, as well as all kinds of times during the day and other hours. Purpose of net is to have fun, figure out who you can hear, build your station, rebuild your station, unbuild your station, get new antennas, spend lots of money, get in trouble with the wife, or get in Dutch with the wife, and really try to figure out how you can do better as a ham radio operator. And really, the number one rule is don't do anything that would jeopardize your family, your finances, or your home. All of that comes before ham radio. You wouldn't think that at a ham fest, but that's the way it is. So, events and activities. Tonight, of course, we have the 2-meter net here on 146.415, followed by the 2-meter upper sideband net. Well, we're going to follow it by, if anybody's got anything to buy or sell, on our buy, sell, swap, or swindle net. And followed by the upper sideband net on 144.240. Get your pencils out. 144.240, upper sideband. And then we move over to 6 meters on 50.135. 50.135, upper sideband. Hopefully everybody's got that down. Other events, we've got Field Day coming up the last Saturday, Sunday in June. It's not too far away. There's also the Wilson County Ham Fest, which is the Ham Quest, sponsored by the Wilson County Amateur Radio Club. That's on July 31st. And just make sure to show up at 8 or before that over at the fairgrounds, and make sure to bring money. There's no cash machine on the property that I'm aware of. And nobody takes checks that I'm aware of. Maybe the debit card at the private vendor, maybe he does that, commercial vendor. And August 21st is the event at Huntsville, the Huntsville Amateur Radio Club's event, which is a really huge event. And maybe we should put together a couple, 3, 4 carpools to go down there or something for the day. Because it's really, really a good ham fest. But the one in Wilson, you don't want to miss it. I don't want to make that sound like it's nothing, because it isn't. It's really a good ham fest. Get to see all the people you normally don't see. You all see people you normally meet down in Huntsville. But technically, the one here is more important. Let's see, what else do I have? Okay, tonight we went through that. This is May the 8th. This is net number 689, and we're starting from the south. So get ready, south. We had a good breakfast this morning, by the way. It was really neat. We had about 11 or 12 people there. I kind of lost count. Too busy flapping my jaws, I guess. But anyway, starting from the south. Remember, we need, we're going to start from the south. We're also going to start with short time, people short on time or mobile first, and then first time check-ins if there are any. And then we'll go with starting from the south. But first we need your call, your name, and your location. So that's what we want in that order. And you do that for my sake as well as others. I repeat it anyway, since some people can't hear you. Anyway, do we have anybody short on time?
Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot. Rick in Ashland City.
Hey, Rick, we missed you this morning.
I know, I missed you guys too. I'll be there the next time.
Don't make threats, man.
That's right. So anyway, I should be healed up by then, so I'll be able to make the trip.
Awesome, very good. Hey, great signal again tonight. The conditions must be good for you.
I think so. Yeah, I had the vertical on earlier, and there was a lot of noise behind you, so I switched to the beam, and you're clear as a bell.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, you got a nice ability to switch back and forth. That's sweet. Very good. That was Rick. He's in Ashland City. A little short on time. Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot. He has not shown. He has some had some surgical issues to deal with, and he'll be with us, well, physically, I guess, 2 weeks from now, I think. Anyway, who else short on time?
Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. The name is Ken, Smyrna, Tennessee.
Your name is Ken Smyrna. Excellent.
It's a dash in there.
I know. Very good. You're doing well. I haven't talked to you all day, Ken.
Yep, doing good. I'm playing nurse yesterday and today. Wife's down and out, so that keeps you busy.
Not getting any better?
Yes, he's better today.
Oh, very good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I know you told me she was a little under the weather. Well, very good. That was Ken. He's in Smyrna not playing nurse. He's only plays a nurse on TV, but he's playing nurse at home and the real nurse taking care of his wife. All right, well, very good. And again, Whiskey Victor 4 Delta, Smyrna. Who else is south? I mean, who else is short on time?
Yeah, 4
Hey, got you in there, Richard, on your HT.
Yeah, we're over the in-laws. So I jump in that way out here. I got to get back in there. But appreciate what you do. Take care of that. Appreciate out the
Very good. That's Richard and Stephanie. Obviously, she's there because she's with the in-laws, and those would be her mother and dad. All right, Richard, good to have you in there. Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo. I think that's over in Lebanon, but I'll just say it is. And then Kilo India 4 Sierra Oscar Romeo. Stephanie. Who else is? Hold on. Who else is short on time?
Comment. Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo Mobile.
Hey, hold on, mobile. What'd you say, Michael?
Is Richard on 5 watt HT?
Richard, yeah, I'm sorry, I should have said that. He has an HT, yeah, over there at his mother-in-law's.
I can hear him great. He has no signal strength, but his audio came through. Hello, Richard.
All right, I guess everybody's finished busting my squelch there. All right, very good. I'm glad you can hear him. He was on his HT, and I'm not sure where he was. Did he say where he was, Michael?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. I don't know where that was.
Paul, can you still hear me?
Now I can.
I'm at Saunders Road and Saundersville Fair Road up in the west county, northwest corner.
Oh, Saundersville Ferry Road. Okay, very good. You're way up north then on an HT. Kind of close to where you used to live.
Exactly. I'm about 200 yards from the fire hall I opened.
Yeah, well, I got to say, you're still doing better than that one-wire J-pole you were using then.
Yeah, I know. Carry on. Talk to you when I can.
All right, Richard, have a good one. Have a good time with the in-laws and the family. K4 PW. That's Richard at his in-laws up by the lake, by Cumberland Lake, northwest Wilson. Who else short on time? Oh, there we go. Almost forgot about you there, Greg. Everything all right?
Well, on my way home, I'll catch the last part of the
Yeah, very good. You're picking fencing a little bit. I got to get a full copy of though on you. As long as it doesn't sound like you're stuttering, you know. No, you're doing fine. That's Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo, Greg in Antioch. Who else is he was mobile, by the way. Who else is short on time? Well, very good. Do we have any first-time check-ins?
KK4FKC, Regis Galback, first time.
Hey, very good. Good to hear there, Regis. You're on your HT on your upper floor, are you?
That's correct. I can't hear anybody you're talking to, though.
Well, not at the moment, but I'm sure you're going to get there shortly. Everything worked out. I'm glad you enjoyed the net this morning. I mean, the breakfast.
Yeah, it was good to meet you guys over there.
Oh yeah, no, it's good to. I'm glad. They're glad they met you as well. It's always good to have a new somebody new in the group. You did get that email I sent you about the equipment, right?
Correct. And I sent back with a radio I was interested in.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I didn't have a chance to say anything, but no, that any of the commercial radios, I swear, are good. You know, I mean, in terms of as long as they meet what you want to do. But anyway, but which HT did you say you had?
Repeat that, please.
Which HT, which handheld are you using now?
Bofong.
That sounds good though. In spite of the fact that it's a Chinese model, it sounds really good.
Hey, Grandma.
Yeah, go ahead, Breaker.
Hey, Paul, tell Regis this is K4. I'm hearing you fine down here, Regis. You was worried this morning breakfast about getting out, but you're coming through fine down this way. In Belshire as well.
You're being heard in Belshire and down in south of me, about 6 miles there, Regis.
That's good because I can't hear anybody except you, except some popping and cracking in my ears.
Yeah, well, that kind of goes to show you, though, with a little rubber ducky on an HT, reception is often horrible.
Should be better by next week.
That'll be awesome. Yeah, you're going to order something Monday, I take it.
10-4.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I don't like to promote one over another. I know that with Gigaparts, though, you can usually have it. You order it in the morning, you often can have it here in Mount Juliet the next afternoon.
That'd be good.
All right, very good, Regis. Good to have you in there. Regis is a first timer here locally. He's had his license for some time, but wasn't getting on the air due to just having an HT. That's Kilo 4 Mike Kilo Charlie, and his name is Regis, Regis. He's the famous Regis. The one on TV is not so famous. Who else is? Let's see. Any new check-ins besides Regis? All righty, we'll move over to the south then. South, please come now.
K4, KFQ.
Hey, Tony. I like that little. It's not a shack in a box. It's a shack. It's a box for a shack. How's that?
It's a shack rack.
No, it sounds good. I like the fact that you use that perforated masonite.
Yeah, the idea was it would let the heat go out, but I don't know if it would or not.
No, actually, that's just going to promote the fire through the additional, air infiltration. The fire will go, it'll blaze up in a hurry.
Oh, well, I guess if I lose my shack, what's the point in life?
Yeah, it'll collapse on itself. Yeah, why don't you send that picture out to the group? Really, I think that's a good idea what you did.
Okay, well, I didn't. Honest to God, I just picked up just junk sitting around the garage and cobbled it together, and I took it apart 2 or 3 times because I didn't like the way it was working. But anyway, thank you for thinking it was something nice.
No, it is. It's functional. I mean, it's not it's not coming out of rooms to go, but I mean, it's a nice functional rack for a radio, a tuner, and another radio.
Well, actually, the measurements came from my gear, so I mean, it's custom made.
Well, there you go. All right, very good. That's Tony. He'll be sending out a thing in what we're talking about is he built a nice wooden rack for radios, desk mounted or whatever, or bench mounted. And it was nice making out of perforated masonite just because of the air issue and it's had good air circulation around the power supply and the radio. Anyway, that was Kilo Foxtrot 4 Kilo Foxtrot Quebec. He is in Smyrna, and that's Tony. Who else is south?
N4 CJP.
All right, hold on one second. I heard Jason in there. Jason, you doing well?
Yes, Paul, doing well this way. Hope you are as well.
Oh yeah, doing fantastic. What was the last thing you were working on an antenna last time I remember talking to you?
I was, and I ordered the X300. It came in today, but I haven't got it up yet, so I'll probably do it Monday.
But you can see the difference in the quality, huh?
Absolutely. That's the first thing I noticed. It's made very similar to the knockoff that I have, the 3-element I have, and big difference.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's we often, I mean, I can't tell you how many times in the past, and I finally learned my lesson, I think, is that you can't spend less and get the same thing as you did for the better thing. You just can't do it. You're always going to get less if you spend less.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah, very good. That was Jason. Anything else going on with your world we need to know about?
It's pretty dull and boring. Went and helped a buddy put an air conditioner in today this morning, and then I went to work and played cover songs for 4 hours, and now I'm home relaxing.
Oh, awesome. So you got a regular gig now.
Yeah, we're back to work, and which is good. It's welcomed. But yeah, just staying busy best I can.
No, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. It means there's also tourists downtown.
Yeah, there is. It's kind of crowded today, which is a good sign, and it's definitely welcomed.
Yeah, that's great. Well, very good. I'm glad you're able to get that rolling again. And I'm glad that Nashville's able to get that rolling. Are you having to wear your mask when you play?
No, not when we play. It never really got to that point where we had to wear it while we were playing, but when you get off the stage, you have to wear it. That's the establishment rules.
Yeah, no, I know. I get it. Very good. That was Jason. He is in, oh gosh, is it Laverne?
Yep, you call it Laverne, I think.
That's right. Yeah, Laverne. November 4. Charlie, Juliet, Papa. His name is Jason. He's in Laverne. Who else is South?
KK4EXY.
Hey, stranger, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I got the world at my feet and a bowl of butter pecan at the table. What more could a man ask for?
Well, I could ask for a urinal right here in the shack so I don't have to get up so often, but that bowl of butter pecan sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I just want to check in and give you another number.
I don't need any numbers. I think using that number might give the wrong impression, you know?
Well, I don't want to give you a wrong impression. Well, I was just checking in because I didn't have nothing else to do.
Well, now there's an endorsement if I ever heard one. I just checked in because I got nothing better to do.
Okay, Paul, good evening, man. I'm just sitting here listening and dusting.
Yeah, very good, Dennis. Good to have you in there. That's Dennis in Murfreesboro. Great signal. Kilo 4 Echo X-ray Yankee. Who else is South?
K4 IDC.
Hey, you've been working today?
No, I've been a lazy bum pretty much all day.
Well, I know how much work you got on the list. That's why I'm asking.
That's why I still have a list.
Man, well, I do too. Yeah, you're not, like I said, if you need some help, I'm sure we can round up something.
I appreciate that. I was telling a friend at work the other day about us pouring concrete. One of my helpers said, next time you need help pouring concrete, don't let me know.
I didn't tell you that, did I?
Something to that effect. Maybe it was let somebody else know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, announce it to the group.
I'll go QR.
Yeah, very good. Well, good. Good to hear it. Work's keeping you busy, I take it, though.
Busy enough. So I was supposed to start that new position yesterday, and it didn't pan out for lack of return of the test results. So I'm kind of in limbo with the monitor. I've already cleaned out my desk and emptied out the van.
Oh, I don't think I knew about that. Is it for an office type position?
No, another technician position. I'll be in the meter department.
Ah, yeah, that's that random testing as well as bench testing, huh?
Yeah, a lot like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I knew a guy who managed the meter division in another power company somewhere else. So kind of just briefly familiar with what they do. Yeah, it's gotten more complicated now with all of this smart meter crap.
Yeah, that's what 95% of them are these days.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I used to, well, very quickly said, when I was in the military, our equipment was manufactured, the sonar equipment was made by a company called Sangamo, Sangamo. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but they made a lot of electrical industrial equipment. If you look it up on the web, you'll see historically. I don't think they exist anymore. But I always thought it was a funny name because it's an American company, but it sounded like it was Japanese. I didn't realize until after I got out of the military that they made all kinds of industrial electrical stuff for utilities.
Oh, that's cool. What's the brand name again?
Sangamo, Sangamo, Sangamo Electric.
Never heard of them.
They were up in Illinois somewhere. I don't remember where now, but you look it up on the web. There's a little historical piece about them up there. Anyway, that was Robin, Kilo 4 Indy Delta Charlie. He's in Hermitage near Percy Priest Lake, about 6 miles south of me. Who else is south?
Kilo W4EBX.
Hold on, Eddie. I think I heard Kilo Echo 4. Was that Larry? Did I hear you right?
Yeah, that's me, Paul.
Kilo Echo 4. See, now when I started writing it down, I can't remember what you call it. Kilo Echo 4. I forgot it. Hit me again.
Kilo Echo 4. Sierra Yankee Victor.
You know, it's like the cadence in a song or something. If you start saying it wrong, you can't remember what the rest of it is. And that's what I did. I wrote down Echo and I said, there's something missing in there. What the heck is it? Anyway, yeah, how'd that net go today? Did you get any more buddy on D-Star?
No, so.
Man, I tell you, Carl must be the magnet for that stuff, I guess. But I guess it was because he said he'd cancel. I was just hoping people would show up and monitor anyway.
Yeah, me too. We'll have to get the nut back. Let him do it again.
Yeah, very good. Well, that was Larry, Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. And by the way, if I just don't show up someday, well, I hope that's not going to drop dead. But if I don't show up, I'm hoping you guys at least get together and talk among yourselves. Carl said he wasn't going to be here for the digital net at 7:30, and only I think what was the grand total? 3 people showed up.
I believe that's correct, Paul.
Yeah, 3 people showed up on C4 FM Yaesu Fusion, but nobody showed up for the D-Star. So don't hesitate to, just because somebody's not there who's the net control doesn't mean that there aren't others out there to talk to. So I just wanted to remind everybody of that. Anyway, that was Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor, and that's Larry. He is in Rockville. I think I heard Eddie in there. What's up, Eddie?
Not much. Doing very well. That's a good day. Hope everybody else is doing okay. And I did try to check in on D-Star, so you can put 1 down for D-Star. I guess maybe Larry didn't hear me. And thanks for doing the net. W4BS.
Yeah, you guys should have showed up at the free breakfast this morning.
I know it. We're still wearing masks and not eating out.
Yeah, now when are you going to stop that?
Probably never.
Don't be such an optimist.
I think that the virus is going to outlive me.
Well, I think that the scare tactic is going to outlive everybody. I get this feeling when I die, whether it's 5 or 10 or 20 years from now, well, I hope that everybody but me is going to be wearing a mask at the funeral.
Who knows what will be next? So be prepared. That'd be before we get.
Yeah, very good. It was Eddie. He's in Gladeville, Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-ray. Who else is wherever I was? South.
Kilo 4, Oscar Foxtrot, Oscar, Donnie, Hermitage.
Did you learn anything this morning at the breakfast, Donnie?
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. And nice to meet some new people. It's just good to have you there. And it's very good.
Yeah, it's nice to meet new people and old used people.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, I hope he's not wearing that mask while he's talking on the radio.
My wife calls me from work, on her cell phone, and she's wearing, and I go, I can't hear you properly. She goes, it's probably because I'm wearing a mask. I have to.
Yeah, I know it. Well, I just had to say it. Thank you. I'll let you get on with it.
All right, Donnie. That's Donnie, also in Hermitage, about 5 or 6 miles south of me. Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar. Yeah, if you guys can show up at the breakfast, and you can wear a mask if you want to. There's no rules about that either. I don't think the restaurant has rules because I didn't see anybody else wearing masks. Might have been, I just wasn't noticing. But if you feel awkward about that, don't feel awkward. We won't make fun of you. I don't think anybody in our group was wearing a mask. I've been inoculated or vaccinated, whatever it is, but so I don't worry about it too much. Also, I'm immune to everything, just everything, work included. Anyway, that was Donnie, Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar. Who else is south?
Kilo November 4 Charlie, Quebec, Preston, Foxtrot.
Hey, Preston, you sound particularly good tonight.
I don't know. I got the 897 out of the floor here and plugged it up, see if it still works.
It's working fantastic. You got an excellent audio and very good modulation on the voice. Sounds like you.
Well, I guess it must be broken. Thanks for getting me in there, Paul. I won't hold it up, sir. Appreciate what you do. K4PEWSKN4CCQ.
Yeah, very good. That's Preston, Kilo November 4, Charlie, Quebec, and he is in Possum Trot. That's what it is. Who else is? And that's down there southwest of Murfreesboro, someplace. Who else is south? Over to the east.
Kilo 4, whiskey uniform.
Hey, how you doing there, Bill?
Doing great, Paul. Doing great. Comment on Sangamo. Sangamo Electric, Springfield, Illinois. You're right, Illinois. Springfield, Illinois is real popular company there back in the 70s and 80s. Their name of it was named, I believe, the county it was in was Sangamo, which was Sangamon County.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it brought back memories when you said that. I've got a big old capacitor here sitting there with Sangamo written all over it.
I just wish I could have, which I couldn't have done, but if I could have salvaged their equipment off of the ship, because we had, I can't remember now, we had either 6 or 8 water cooled, 6 foot high, about approximately 2 foot square footprint, water cooled amplifiers that gave us 50,000 watt output.
That's awesome. Yeah, they. I think the plant there in Springfield. I think they did mostly meters. They did a lot of meters, but they were into a lot of electrical stuff. I mean, they were touching just about everything.
Oh yeah, no, I looked it up some years ago on the web, and they had somebody had a nice little historical thing about, because they made, like I said, all kinds of industrial electrical equipment for utilities, etc.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's the hometown there. They were one of the bigger manufacturers, one of the bigger employers there in the Springfield area, other than state government, of course.
Well, I'm guessing that they must have been purchased by somebody. I mean, they couldn't just fold it, could they?
I wouldn't think so. I kind of we moved out of there in 1990, so it's been a long time. They were there in 90, but I don't know since.
Very good. We're getting the history of Sangamo Electric now. And I assure you, there's nobody else but you and me who've ever heard of the company.
That's probably right.
Very good. That's Bill. He's in Possum Town. Kilo 4 whiskey uniform. Why would it get that name? Do you have any idea? Did you ever get the history on that name?
No, I really don't know, Paul. We're known for the parade. We got a Christmas parade, Possum Town Christmas parade. It's free and it's not a bad parade, really. But I really don't know where they got that. We're also called Carroll Oakland Community, so it beats me.
That doesn't matter. It's kind of neat, though, how towns get named.
I don't. Maybe there's a lot of possums getting hit every night on the side of the road.
Well, maybe there were just a lot of possums in general. Maybe just like a concentration of them in that area at some point, because they didn't name that town that name just 10 years ago.
Probably right. Yeah, it's definitely named before my time here.
Very good. That's Bill in Possum Town. Kilo 4 whiskey uniform. Anybody else east?
Okay, all right. 4TYJ, does that count for east?
Yeah, hold on, Jimmy. Hang on one second. We had Stan was in there too. Stan, how you doing? You're only T-minus 2 days, aren't you?
Roger.
Well, I'm hoping that's all going well. Nothing's really changed, huh?
Nah, it's kind of hurting today, but I've heard of a thing about.
Oh, have you really? Yeah. Do you remember what kind of equipment it was?
Like you said, it's industrial electrical stuff. I can't remember what all it was. I have things from the capacitors, like Bill was saying.
Ah, cool. Yeah, that's there is a lot of funny things about industrial because they get gobbled up by other people, or they just sell off divisions, and you never hear the name again.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Someone probably bought them.
I'm guessing so. Got anything else for the net tonight, Stan? We just want to keep the good word for you in. You got a surgery coming up in 2 days, and see that was today. So that's Monday. Make sure to keep us posted if and when you get out of the surgery on Monday. I guess that's when you're going to do that, right?
Yeah, I'm having surgery Monday. I'll be there at 5:30. I think surgery is at 7:30. They sent me a text today that due to COVID, there could only be one visitor, and they were going to write down who that visitor was, so that whenever they come back, or if they go and come back, they'll let them in. But that's kind of bad because of COVID. But I guess that's the way it is.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Maybe they can do a Zoom broadcast of the event of when you get out of surgery.
I don't know about that, Paul.
Very good. That was Stan. Yeah, he's got an upcoming surgical procedure on Monday, which hopefully will alleviate his pain he has. Anyway, that's Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo, and that's Stan. Jimmy, what's up down there in Woodbury?
I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention. I missed south, so I figured I was east of someplace. No, everything's doing well. Good to hear everybody who I could hear tonight on the net. Sounds like you're doing a fine job out there. KE4TYJ.
Yeah, it's too bad you couldn't make another breakfast, man. You're getting to set a record.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, we just, I mean, what do we have to do? We got to pay for cookies when when your wife shows up.
I have to actually tell her. She does say hello to everybody, but I do actually have to remind her that we're going. So, apparently I had no intention on going.
No, you know the rules. You don't. Nobody has to be anywhere, and I won't even call it a club. Our semi-organization.
We are a cult.
Well, yeah. I threatened today that if anybody, see, it's hard enough to remember everybody's call when there's 170 people or so on the mailing list. Not all of them show up, thankfully. But what I've done, though, since it's hard to remember everybody continuously and repetitively, unless I talk to them a great deal over time. So if anybody actually changes their call sign, there's a $20 administrative fee.
That's a good rule to have in place.
Very good. You sound good, Jimmy. You're doing well. You got the beam right at me?
Yeah, I'm running high power. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm pointed at you.
Sorry about that. No, you sound great. Anyway, that's Jimmy in Woodbury. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. See, I remembered the name of the town. I so frequently forget it.
I'm impressed, Paul. I really am.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like that one guy I met years ago. He's one of my clients, and he had had a stroke, and it was pretty bad. And he recovered. He went back to work, but they put him in a lesser position, and he couldn't. I'd say meet him. He go, "Who are you?" I'd tell him. He go, "Oh yeah, I forgot." He says, "My brain is like a pinball machine. Sometimes the ball hits the right place, sometimes it doesn't." And then I stepped away from him a minute later. He took a phone call, came back. He goes, "And you are?" He didn't remember 5 minutes later who I was.
That's got to be a hard way to go. A stroke is a bad thing, but yeah, it's kind of like 41st Dates. That movie. Every day you meet somebody. You meet the girl of your dreams every day.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that. I heard about it though. Anyways, Jimmy Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. He is in Woodbury. Who else is south or east?
Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Kilo Echo.
Yeah, hold on, Mr. Kook. Hold on one second. That's how I remember your call. Hold on, Roy. I think I heard Wes in there in Watertown.
Yep, everything's good out here. Just got off the mower. Realized it was past 8, but I missed the breakfast. I've got an excuse. I had to be in Lebanon this morning to buy some fish for stocking a pond, so I was doing productive things.
Cool. You have a pond now?
No, it was my dad's. My dad's got a couple of ponds, so I had a truck full of carp this morning.
Oh, wow. And that's to eat the vegetation?
This, that, and the other. So, anyway, it's been agriculture over here.
Yeah, very good. That's interesting. Now, what are those particular kind of carp?
They're grass carp to go with some other stuff and some catfish. So, anyway, so I'm going to have a lot of free time coming up here very shortly. So,
you don't want to get, again, we don't even accept excuses, for the for anything. There's no reason to have an excuse. If you can be there, you can. If you can't, you can't. Same thing with the Nets. Anyway, that's Wes in Watertown. Kilo Echo 4. Man, I forgot the rest of your call. I was writing it down and I didn't write the rest of it.
Tango Whiskey India, KE4TWI. By the way, I checked in last week from work while I was at prom, so I get double extra running points. KE4TWI.
Hey, that's right. You did from the prom. Were masks on everybody or nobody?
A little of this, little of that, but it went very well. Very, very well. We needed that.
Yeah, I'm glad it worked out for them. And so everybody graduates regardless this year, huh?
No, but maybe last year, but this year, you got to kind of earn it, at least on paper. All right, go ahead. KE4TWI.
Okay, very good. That was Wes, Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India. And Roy, what's up with you, man?
Evening, Paul. Just wanted to check in, do my little 5 cents worth, and I'm going to hit the sauna for a little while.
All righty. You're on the outside antenna now, right?
Yeah, that's correct. The X300.
Yeah, and you're using which in your base station radio?
Yeah, it's the mobile, the one I showed you today.
Oh yeah, no, it's a nice radio.
Yeah, I'm hearing quite a few people, so it's interesting tonight.
Ah, very good. Good to have you in there. It was good to have you at the breakfast as well. I was glad you brought in that radio so I could get a hands-on. I'd seen the picture many times on the web, and I was just trying to figure out if it was not whether it was worth it. I just like to look at other radios to see what they do and don't do, Anyway, that's Roy. He is in Madison. Great signal. Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Kilo Echo. He's got an X300. What did you have over there before? The 50?
Yeah, I had that X50, but it was also on the ground, not as high up.
Oh yeah, no, your signal's really very good today.
Thanks, appreciate that, and like I said, that's sounding good.
All right, sounds good. That was Roy, Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Kilo Echo in Madison. Who else? East or north?
KB4 SFM.
Early North.
All right, I'll have Earl. We got just like everybody's doubling today in pairs. Tom, how you doing?
Doing okay. Name's Tom. Location is right here.
Right. Yeah, right here. Right here in Martha, you mean?
Downtown Martha, to be exact.
Yeah, they have a free parade in Martha too, don't they?
No, it's been called off this year because of the virus.
I got a kick out of him telling me it was a free parade because I've never been to a parade I had to pay for unless it was inside Disney World.
That one was, that was kind of an expensive parade.
Which one? Disney?
Fee.
I'm sorry. Who was that last one?
Participant fee.
I got you. There was no participant fee either, huh?
At the city of Lebanon, you pay to be in the parade. Possum Town, you'll pay thing.
I never thought about that because somebody's got to pay for security when they get the permit, don't they?
Yeah, I guess that's right. But yeah, I don't know what it costs down there in Lebanon. It's pretty steep.
Well, it is the metropolitan area of Lebanon.
Oh yeah, the metro area. That's right.
Yeah, very good. All right, very good. Tom, good to have you in there. Kilo, by the way, Tom does the Wilson County Amateur Radio Club's Thursday night information. That does a fine job. He doesn't ever do it every time, but he's one of the main net controls. You're still doing that, right, Tom?
Yeah, I either try to get a volunteer or do it myself, and been doing it for about 100 years now, and enjoy it. But it's a good net. You're having a good one over here too, and I'm glad to be a part of it. 73 KB4 SFM.
Yeah, very good, Tom. Good to have you in here. Anybody else east or north?
Lord, easy.
Oh, there was a double in there, but I forgot about you, Earl, and there was somebody else, so hang on one second. Earl, you doing all right?
Yeah, hanging in there like a hare in a everything's moving right along and over here in northern, whether I know it or not.
You know, that's how you know. You can tell if you're eating dinner or lunch or whatever with somebody, and you can tell if they've ever been in the military because you'll see them pull out a big long or a couple of hairs out of the food and they just keep eating.
Yeah, I caught part of that. Somebody was coming in there with you, but anyway, carry on with your bad self there, Paul. You're doing a fine job. There were three out there. Anyone and everyone that could receive my signal on my Diamond 300 antenna. Looks like it might be getting a little popular too. K4Ds, back to that.
Oh yeah, any of the name brand antennas, they're fine with me. I just know that they're all those Diamonds, Hustlers, and the Comets are all just. And even I've said Larson seems to have a good reputation. I've never used one of their big antennas. I don't know that does Larson make any large 2-meter antennas? Verticals. I know I've seen a lot of Larsons that are mobile.
Yeah, that's all I seen was in terms of Larson. It's the large mobile antennas.
Yeah, I think you're right. Anyway, good to have you in there, Earl. Earl's in Noreen, Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. Who else is east or north?
Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Yankee, Lewis. Actually in the north today.
Ah, very good, Lewis. You're a little got a lot of hash in there today.
Yeah, I'm actually on North Bender's Ferry. So normally I'm over there in Belinda. So I'm a little bit closer to you, but I'm at my mother's house. Mother's Day. So I'm up here, and I came upstairs to try to get a signal out.
Oh, you're doing good right now. It's just a little bit of hash, a little bit of noise in there. So you must be on an HT again.
Yes, I'm still on the HT.
Yeah, very good. That's Lewis. Trying hard with an HT up on the second floor here in the Mount Juliet area. And that's at his mother-in-law's for Mother's Day. Well, for the night before. It's Mother's Day Eve, I should say. Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Yankee. And if you're with your mother, my mother passed away 2 years ago. My wife and I were just commenting. Of course, my mother-in-law and my mother both passed away here when they were living with us. A week apart. It was the 15th and the 20th, I think it was, of May. So they were both after the last Mother's Day there was. So that was the last opportunity we had. So always embrace your mother, not just on Mother's Day. Very good. Anyway, that's Lewis here in Mount Juliet. Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Yankee. Anybody else north or east?
WB0NLO, Mark in Northwest Wilson.
Ah, very good. Everything going well for you on Mother's Day Eve, Mark?
Yep, going well. Didn't forget the flowers for my wife, of course. Not a mother, but at least not my kid's mother.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I think I upset my second wife when she said you didn't give me anything for Mother's Day, and I said, "Well, you're not my mother."
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's the way it works.
Yeah. No, I always did something for him. Always. It is kind of interesting, though. I'm just glad they set aside some time. But that's why I say you really can't. One day a year isn't enough. I mean, my mother was a good friend, and she was. I enjoyed talking to her and being around her. So it was, and I miss her. It's been a couple of years now, and I miss her a lot.
Yeah. Well, my mother's been gone almost 20 years, and I still miss her. That's just part of life.
Oh, absolutely. And I've known one of my relatives. She had a couple of children, my cousins, and then she died at 63, I think. And I thought, man, is that such a? When I look back, it seems like such a pity that she died so young. And 63 didn't seem young to me when I was 20.
Yeah, it does seem young to me.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Well, it is to me now too. Anyway, that's Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar, and he is up by the weather station here in Northwest Wilson County. Who else is north or east?
WE4E, Danny Henderson.
Hey, stranger, you must be busy.
Yeah, I was out of town the last 2 weekends, and yeah, things are a little nuts around here. But I'm batching it tonight, so get a little radio time.
Awesome. Yeah. No, it's good to have it. People starting to get really busy again. I hear more of that now. I'm not, but it's good to hear people that things are picking up.
Yeah, well, work-wise, I mean, other than the last push to get everything shipped over for the Olympics, work-wise, I mean, the status quo. I mean, I gotta go to LA in June, to get them ready to get on the boat. Other than that, but last weekend was tied up. Helped my daughter move to up in Kentucky. She's going to school in the fall, and was gone ahead and moved up there, so I was gone on the weekend. It was tied up here at home. The previous weekend, my younger daughter had prom and had some other stuff, and it just So just kind of like it is. My days are not, or my time is not my own much these days.
Oh, I gather not. So you're not going to have to go over to Japan?
No, not going, staying behind. So we'll get the last of the paperwork done Monday, and get that all done, and do some prep on the trucks on second week of June, and then they go to, I think they go to Washington to get on the boat. I think. I think that's still the plan.
Very good. Yeah, I understand they're not going to have much of a crowd either.
Well, there's no out of country attendees, so all the crowds you will see will be Japanese.
So they really only need announcers in Japanese.
That's it. They're not even allowing families.
Wow, what a weird time we live in, huh?
Yeah, it's a little strange. We got some fairly stringent requirements for distancing, and especially when it comes to possible proximity of athletes. So that it's another layer of complexity.
Yeah, well, I don't remember how well Japan is doing these days in terms of the COVID, but obviously they're having the Olympics, so it's not like an emergency for them.
Yeah, I don't know that it is. It's very different being such a small country over there. You can kind of go through the entire population pretty quick. It takes a little longer to go through 300 some million people.
Yeah, well, given also that if you take a city like Tokyo, this has, I forget how much the metropolitan Tokyo has, I don't know, 12 or 15 million people in fairly close proximity to begin with.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen them load a commuter train?
Yes, I have, and it's hilarious. It's like a Saturday Night Live skit or something.
Yeah, you couldn't make up something like that. I mean, I have been in Tokyo, but not during, commuter rush hour like that. So my train experience was significantly different.
Yeah, never been. Never again. I had an opportunity. I was going to do it when we were in Japan. I won't tell you how long ago it was, but 49 years. My goal was I was going to have Liberty the next day, and I said I'm going to ride the bullet train from wherever it went, and to go to Tokyo and see Tokyo. Well, we got an alert that there was a cyclone coming our way, and that killed my plans. We left port and never went back to Japan again.
I did 3 trips in the late 90s, the 3 years that NASCAR went over there and ran the F1 tracks, or at least some portion of them. We went to Suzuka twice and Utsunomiya once, twin ring Motegi. That's a mouthful. It's changed a little since then, but we did have an opportunity to go to take the bullet train into Tokyo for a little while. That was an experience.
Oh, I'll bet it was. Well, very good, Danny. Good to have you in there, and I'm glad you're keeping busy. That's Whiskey Echo 4 Echo, and he is in Hendersonville. His name's Danny. Who else is north or east?
KB9 RTK. Tango Sierra Paul, North Mount Juliet.
Hold on, Paul. People are doubling in pairs tonight. That's not funny. KB9 Romeo Kilo was in there first, though. Frank, good to see you this morning.
Yeah, good evening, Paul, and everybody else. Yeah, no, it was nice going there. It's quite a big group. Nice to see new people. And by the way, yeah, I heard them up here on the HT. No problem.
Well, I'm not too surprised because he's just a little bit south of you, maybe a mile and a half, perhaps.
Yeah, but no, what really shocked me was Richard until he said where he was at. I was like, whoa, his signal actually came up to me, but his audio was not as good. Well, he was on a HT closer to me. That's what that was.
Well, what he does. He puts all his 26 HTs in one box, and they conglomerate all their power into one.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Hey, if I want to know about an HT, I'll call him. That's funny. It's funny how many HTs he has. But I definitely could tell you the pros and cons of all of them. Yeah. No, but hey, I do have a real quick. I can tell you real quick that we are doing the field day, and it will be at the Cedars 11, and it will be in the same area that the Short Mountain Hamfest is at, all the way at the end, shelter 12 and 11.
Oh, very good. I hope everybody probably heard you, but I'm gonna say it again anyway. They are having a ham fest, not a ham fest, but they're going to be doing the field day the last Saturday in June. That would be now you're doing that as the club, right? I mean that's the Wilson County Amateur Radio Club, right?
So that is correct.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, it is the club. I was thinking it might be the emergency group, but it isn't that either. Anyway, yeah, and visitors and first-time guys people doing field day, I'm sure are welcome. But it's at the Cedars of Lebanon. If you just drive around, you run into it eventually, but it's where they normally have where the Cedars of Lebanon Ham Fest has been for a number of decades, and it's in that area. And it's would be shelters 11 and 12 if you're looking for sign. Did I miss anything there, Frank?
No, but once I'm going to work on getting some maps done, and we'll send an official thing through the email.
Oh man, that'd be organized.
Well, yeah, you got to do that once in a while.
Yeah, I know. Very good. That's Frank, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo, Kilo. I think that was Paul I heard in. Oh, by the way, Frank's in Northwest Mount Juliet. Who else? I think I heard Paul in there.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. You home tonight?
I am, yeah. I got in this afternoon, so I figured to jump on and listen to Net, say hi to everybody. And it's cool hearing you guys talk a little bit about Japan there. I was fortunate to get over there a few times, and very fascinating place.
Yeah, what little I saw, but it was fascinating. I actually, I told Tom this story a couple of times, but we were wandering around Yokosuka, which is a Navy town, so to speak. That's where a big base is, and that Japanese Navy the Japanese have a large base there, big port facility. And I just remember we went into town. I don't remember if we were in uniform or not, now that I think about this. But walked into a bar, ordered a couple of beers. That was it, ordered a beer. And some guy comes over to us. He didn't look happy. He says, in English, he says, what are you doing in here? We're having a beer. He goes, we don't want you in here. It's okay. It's like, it's 12 to 1, them to us. And I said, you don't mind if we finish the beer, do you?
I thought it was really cool that they have machines there to pour the beer for you with the perfect head on it.
Oh, I never saw one of those. That's pretty cool. Hey, hold on, Charles.
Yeah, it's technology. They thought of it all. My cousin is stationed over there on an aircraft carrier, so I was fortunate enough to be able to meet up with him when I was there. And his wife is Japanese, so she was able to show me around and teach me how to use the subways and everything.
Oh, awesome. Which carrier's left over there? I don't remember.
I have to look. I don't remember. I want to say it was the USS Washington, but I don't. I'm not sure if that's the one he's on right now.
I don't know. I'd have to look myself. Just as a point of interest, one of the men I served with, he was an officer on the ship I was on back in 1971 or so, 71. He went on to work in the White House as the naval attaché for George Bush Sr. And then after that, this is how politics works, even in the military. And then he became commander of the Pacific Fleet out of Yokosuka, after that. So he was Mr. Big Stuff,
It's a big responsibility.
Oh, it is. It is. A lot of public relations, too. You got to be a smooth talker, I guess.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. My cousin's got some pretty good stories over there. Yeah, all right. Well, carry on. Thanks for the time, and we'll get you any other bands here.
Yeah. Do me a favor. What's the first two letters you call? I write it down, and it doesn't look right.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Kilo Charlie 9, Echo Tango Sierra.
When you say it immediately, I go, oh, yeah, that's right. I had Kilo Bravo, and I go, man, that just doesn't look right. I know it's not right. That's why I asked. I must be having dyslexia night tonight. All right, that was Paul here in Mount Juliet. Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra. Great signal. Seems like a lot of people have been to Japan. It's amazing. Who else is? Oh, yeah, I heard Charles in there. How you doing, Charles?
I'm all right. Just getting by. My antenna is way up there, but it's leaning over a little bit at a 45. And 90 degrees is vertical, right? It's not 90 degrees. I still have some work to do, but it's way up there now.
Wow, that's great. I'm glad. How high up do you think it is at the base of it?
The tip of the antenna right now, I think it's easily 70 feet.
Wow, that's great. Oh, your signal's good though, out of where you are.
It's outside the trees. The foliage is so thick right now.
Well, I'm not sure at your elevation it's going to matter a whole lot, given how high you are. I don't think it's going to impede that antenna RF too much.
The receive with all the leaves.
Oh, maybe on the receive it might bother you a little bit. Yeah, you're S7 here to me in Mount Juliet.
I was hearing I know you don't care this and that, but I know it's doing good because I was hearing a no weather radio thing out of southern Indiana, so I'm happy. Line of sight.
Oh yeah, no, that's very good. All right, very good. There was Charles. He's got an antenna hanging up in a tree with the tip of it about 70 feet off the ground near the Joelton, Ashland City area. And that's Kilo Golf 4 Sierra Foxtrot Foxtrot. Excellent signal. S7 here, Charles. So you're doing great. Just make sure that thing's stable. If it's hanging over to one side, you need to get it upright. Otherwise, you can just work moon bounce or satellite work. All right, who else is north or east?
Kilo Oscar 4, Oscar Tango Victor, Joel in Ashland City.
Hey, Joel, you sound good.
Thanks, my friend. I got her on low power again. I'm on my Icom this evening instead of my Yaesu.
Yeah, I don't know that I know the difference, but 5 watts is doing pretty good. Is everybody copying Joel up from Ashland City?
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it.
Excellent. There was somebody who did. Who was that, Danny?
Yeah, not a scratch.
Wow. I don't know if that's good or bad. Are you using a beam from your location?
No, I'm just using a Diamond X300, the one I've got mounted on my building, and it's about, 35 feet to the tip of it, but my location up here is about 800 feet, so yeah, I'm getting out pretty decent.
Oh, absolutely. Danny, did you say you had, think, you had a beam for something else, didn't you?
I mean, it's got a vertical up right now. I mean, I got a beam for 6, though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was for some reason, my mind, when I asked you that, you couldn't hear him. It was for some reason it struck. I knew you had a beam, and I just was putting it in the wrong band.
Well, at one point I had a little dual band beam set up vertically about 20 feet off the ground, but that very quickly got to be a real pain in the butt. And I put this thing up, and I can't even hear him with the squelch off.
Wow. So it's interesting that you would have such a, because normally you can hear about everything, can't you?
I hear about 2/3 of it. It doesn't make any sense because, Earl just barely scratches breaks my squelch. And there's another station that's down, I don't know, Woodbury, or they're way down there that I hear fine. So there's no rhyme or reason to me.
Well, in this one, I guess I need to qualify it. He's operating on 5 watts out of Joelton.
I understand, and you're 300 feet higher in the air than I am, and I guess that's different. I'm trying to figure out what obstacle there is between here and Joelton that would prevent that. I don't know. KG for us.
Yeah, what's up, Charles?
I heard somebody in there, Joe or something. I could barely hear him, and I'm in Ashland City. I heard him say he's in Ashland City.
Yeah, he is. He's on 5 watts out of Ashland City.
I'm barely hearing him over here.
Huh, that's interesting, because I hear him excellent over here.
Must be in the way.
Well, something's in the way. There's anything in the way there, Joel, going toward Joelton?
Not that I can think of. I'm up here in the game reserve, so I'm up pretty high. I just cranked my power up to 50 watts. I wonder if you can hear me now.
You sound like my next door neighbor.
Very good. Danny, you also hearing him now?
No,
Okay, he went up to full power and you still can't hear him.
I hear him over here, Nori now.
That's interesting. Earl can hear him, but you can't, Danny. That's pretty weird.
Double.
Yeah, there must be something weird about. I assume there's something weird about my location. That's the only thing that makes any sense. I don't know.
Yeah, you're the Bermuda Triangle of RF.
Well, I guess so. Because there's a lot of stations I feel like I really should be able to hear that I don't. Paul?
Yeah, go ahead. Who just called?
This is Charles KG4 stuff. You know those really big power lines, like the huge ones?
Yeah, the big high voltage lines, yeah.
Yeah, they're like right down the street from here. And at times, they're really noisy, and at times it's full of quieting. So I don't know if it's those power lines, but I was over there between here and Chapmansboro, standing underneath those lines, and you can hear them, the static off of them. It's crazy.
Oh, I'm sure that's true. Well, very good, Charles. Appreciate that report. And Joel, yeah, your full power makes a difference, but it's interesting how it doesn't get through to some people and it gets through to others. It's this RF world is sometimes fascinating why it works or doesn't work, you know?
Absolutely. I thought for sure he could hear me. I've never had anybody say anything about my signal from where I'm at, but that's amazing.
Oh no, he's got a nice antenna over there in Hendersonville, and you'd think it would be great because you've got the good elevation, even though he's down near lake level. You wouldn't think it would make any difference at all from where you are.
No, not at all. I mean, I'm hitting repeaters over 100 miles from me. It's amazing that he cannot hear me. That's crazy to me.
Danny, get out the real fine steel wool and hit that west side of the antenna.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Does he hear me at all?
Are you hearing Danny there in Hendersonville there, Joel?
Actually, I'm in Ashland City, but no, I can't hear him.
Okay, no, he can't hear you either. So I guess that's a reciprocal problem.
Okay, because I keep having serious doubts about this antenna setup over here. But I guess if he doesn't hear me either, then there must be a terrain feature or something that's got a shadow. I assume.
Got some crappy feed line over here. I think that's my only problem.
No, you're doing great, Charles. Joel, yeah, he's no, I think between you and I'll have to look at that terrain profile between you and Ashland City for Joel, because that's intriguing me now why you can't hear each other at full power. And when he's talking, he's hitting a hurl down there in Noreen, and which is going right over me, and lots of people are copying him. Good. Anyway, let me move on. Joel, it's good to have you in there. That's Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Victor. He is in Ashland City. Who else is east or north? Anybody else east or north? Anybody else west?
November 4, Delta Juliet Tango.
Very good, Don. You're probably copying a bunch of people, especially Ashland City.
Yeah, let's start looking my driveway and maybe take him out a beer or a cup of coffee.
Absolutely, yeah. You got your new job started out well?
Yeah, new job has started. It was my first full week. It's going good. Not much to really do yet. Just kind of spinning up the department. But that'll change rapidly. We have a project due in 5 or 6 weeks. So I've been ramping up on that and relearning some stuff I haven't done in a very long time. But yeah, it's fun. It beats the endless Groundhog Day. And I actually get to go into the office a couple of days a week. And I haven't been downtown during work days in many, many years. And wow, the scenery's improved down there marginally.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. A nice change of venue for you.
Yeah, I was went out to lunch with the boss, a few other guys. My head was like a swivel on and a bobble dog combined. Because there's a lot of good-looking women down there.
I don't know. Do you need a distraction?
That day I did. It was a worthy distraction. And I'm not talking about the dumpy tourist either. I'm talking about home girls, Nashville. People just going to work or Sundays on their balconies. And I was like, yeah, too bad I'm old.
Well, yeah, you're old, but you're not dead.
No, not dead at all. But a while ago, I think it was like when I was about 45, I realized there's not a word I can tell this girl that convinces her that I'm in my 30s. And to her, I'm just a creepy old dude. So yeah, I gave up on that. Over.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you. Very good. That's Don, November 4 Delta Juliet Tango, and he is in the Bon Aqua. That's where he is. Who else is West?
KM4 YRS, Mike in Belshire.
All right, very good, Michael. Yeah, you're probably copying pretty much everybody, aren't you?
Everybody but one so far.
Who is the one? Is that a hard question?
No, I was looking back. It was Guy in Murfreesboro. Let me see. There it is. KK4EXY.
Oh, that was Dennis. Yeah. I'm not surprised, though. That's a good stretch for you.
Oh, yeah, but otherwise, I've heard everybody else.
Awesome. Even that mobile station that was down there early on, Charlie Victor Echo?
Yeah.
Wow. I was expecting that to be your non-heard station. Anyway, that's Michael. Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. He fills in for me on occasion, and he also does the 10-meter net on Sunday nights, which I forgot to mention, which is 28.415 at 7:30 p.m. on Sundays. Who else is West?
W4G.
Hey, Jeff, what's up with you?
Not much. Kind of kicking back, unwinding, watching Three Stooges on YouTube.
Don't make me laugh. I always liked those when I was a kid.
Oh, this one's hilarious. It's called Mud Pieology. It's kind of like a compilation of all the, mud pie fights. It's funny.
Well, it's funny. The one thing I remember about the pie fights was the special effects weren't as good as they are today. And sometimes the pies didn't go in a straight or an arc. They actually came, sometimes they traveled and they kind of went down and then went back up again midair.
Yeah, but I mean, for its time, I mean, it's good stuff. It's still funny today as it was, when they were first filmed.
Oh, absolutely. Well, very good. You recovered well from all your other stuff, back to square one, except for that other issue?
Oh, yeah, just working, just dealing with all the other stuff I got to deal with, and just business as usual.
Oh, yeah. When you're driving that vehicle, do you have to keep all the windows rolled down?
No, not at all.
No, I was just wondering if people were taking precautions on the public transit systems.
Some of them, the windows don't even open at all. They have ventilation systems, HVAC, but it's, I've never had any problem with it.
I got you. Very good. That's Jeff. He's in Madison. Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. Well, in Madison. Well, anybody else, West?
KG4CXE, Chris and Dawson.
All right, Chris. You're doing well. We're talking about you this morning.
Uh-oh. Is that good or bad?
Well, you have to show up and find out.
Sounds like a plan. Oh, I'm doing good. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. I'm still awake and reasonably healthy and doing okay.
Good deal, man. Yeah, that's the same here. Basically, just keeping above water.
Oh man, you're yet young, man. You're supposed to have all chipper and bright and brown. What do they call it? My mother used to go. What is it? Bushy tail, wide-eyed and bushy tail. What is that phrase?
Yeah, wide-eyed, bushy-tailed. Yeah, like a rabbit or something like that. Yeah. Oh, I am on the weekends. Yeah, I definitely am.
Yeah, bright-eyed. That is bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Yes, it is. Anyway, that's Chris, Kilo Golf 4, Charlie X-Ray Echo in Donaldson. I expect somebody to be next.
Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, Jack and Donaldson.
So you guys come as a pair. It's like a set.
Yeah, see, we didn't want to double like everybody else tonight.
You guys, if one, I tell you what, if you'd ever got it wrong, I'd be sitting here for 40 minutes while each of you waited for the other guy.
Well, I don't know. I could hear Joel fine. I could hear Hendersonville fine. I could hear everybody except one person in Murfreesboro.
Oh, well, yeah, Murfreesboro is a stretch for some people because there's some terrain issues coming northwest out of Murfreesboro. A couple of the guys that are down in that area have trouble, hearing people from the northwest as well.
Yeah, it's kind of down in a bowl.
Yeah. Well, very good. That was Jack in Donaldson. Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. It was good to have you in there. We're going to have to get you back at a breakfast soon.
Yeah, my son came by. I was planning on going, and he came by for a visit, so I stayed.
Yeah, well, family comes first. You know that. I'm glad. Hope you had a good time. Who else is west? Anybody else west? Anywhere? Any place? Late check-ins? I know you're just waiting for me to say the lollygaggers, lurkers, and sandbaggers. Nothing. How about preppers, end-time survivalists, SDR donglers, and anybody else? Remember, procrastinators got to check in tomorrow.
Hey, Paul. This is KO4 DQH.
KO4. Which one is it? DQ what?
KO4 Delta Quebec Hotel.
Ah, very good. How are you? Haven't heard from you in a little while.
I'm doing pretty good. Just finally got off. I can jump on the net. I'm a little late. I just put my daughter to sleep. So I'm catching the tail end of everything. And saw the net was still going on, and you get some check-ins. So I figured I'd check in.
Yeah, very good. Well, we don't have to have check-ins. We can have a short net or a long net. We've had as few as one, and we've had as many as 53 or something like that.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we've had some big nets, but they tend to drag on a long time. Not that that's bad. It's just that it's just fascinating how some nets are bigger than others. So how's things going at your end, Drew?
Oh, pretty good. Took the wife out. I know tomorrow's Mother's Day, but the weather's supposed to be kind of yucky. So we went out today while it was nice. We went up to Nashville. Went to the farmer's market. Got her a couple of plants. Hopefully this time she won't kill. And got her some stuff around. And then we walked. And then we went across the street to the Tennessee History Museum. And I don't know if you've ever been there or not, but that is really, really nice. It is the exhibits are amazing.
Oh, cool. Where is that located?
It is right off of, I guess, Rosa Park and 7th Avenue, kind of right near the Sound Stadium. This is KO4 DQH.
No, I have not been. I'm glad you said that. I don't think I even knew that was there. I don't get to Nashville very much, having just lived here in Mount Juliet, but I just don't get to Nashville very often. Well, cool. I'll have to check that out, that Tennessee History Museum. I'm sure there's other people who have been there, but I'm willing to bet there's a bunch of people haven't. That'd be fun. I think that'd be a lot of fun. All right, very good, Drew. Good to have you in there. That's Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Quebec Hotel, and Drew is in Murfreesboro. Who else? Anybody else late check-ins? All righty, last chance before we move on to, well, we can just move right into the buy, sell, swap, and swindle. We got anybody? All right, no buyers or sellers. That's all right. Doesn't have to be. If you do have something to sell or you're looking to buy something, don't hesitate to announce it on that groups.io site. We got 169 or 70 people on there. So it's a pretty big audience for, and even if they don't want to buy it, they may know somebody who is looking for something you're selling. So don't hesitate to post it up there. There isn't any charges. There's no rules about it. Just post what you got for sale and put a price on it and a connection, your email address or a phone number, and we'll go from there. All righty, we got nothing to buy or sell. Then we'll move right over to the 144-240. 144-240. Upper side band on 2 meters. We will catch you there momentarily. All righty, this is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Please come now from the, wherever I was, from the south. Please come now. Anybody in the south? K4PW. Anybody from the east?
K4, my thing. Go Zulu.
All right, we had a triple in there. I had Kevin, a good signal there, KG4MIZ. I heard early. Earl, KE4 the Easy. Good signal there, Earl. And who was the other party? All right. Anybody else from the east?
KB4 SFM.
Excellent signal there, Tom. Doing good. Who else? By the way, there was Kilo Bravo 4 Sierra Foxtrot November. Who else? East. Anybody else east? Please come now. All right, to the north.
KB9 RKK.
All right, excellent signal again there, Frank. KB9 RKK. I have to get my brain ahead of my eyeballs here. That was Frank in Wilson County, Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo. Who else, North?
WE4E.
You sound good. Using the same vertical for that. You're using the same vertical for that, aren't you, Danny?
Yep, very same.
Yeah, sounds good. It was Danny, Whiskey Echo 4 Echo in Hendersonville. Who else is North?
KC9 ETS.
Yeah, remember to write the KC down this time, Paul. That's Paul here in Mount Juliet, Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra. Who else is north? To the west.
KM4 Wow, Mike in Belshire.
All right, sounds good. Hey, is Rick set up for 2 meters upper sideband? I don't remember.
No, he's not. He'd like to be.
Well, yeah, we'll have to get him alone.
Well, he needs a 991.
Well, yeah. And like that, people used to tell me, and people in hell want ice water too.
I can believe that.
All right, very good. That's Mike Kilo, Mike 4 Yankee, Romeo Foxtrot in Belshire. Who else is west?
KG4 CXE, Kristen Dalton, Tango.
All right, it was a double in there, but I did get both Chris, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo, and Don, November 4 Delta Juliet Tango. Both sound very good. Who else is west?
KG4 LV, Jack and Donaldson.
It's a big night for 2 meter sideband. We're doing good. I actually heard a couple people recently looking to buy 2 meter sideband rigs, which are hard to get. They have to be old or they have to get a whole rig, you know.
Did you call us out?
No, we're getting there though, Donnie. Hold on one sec. Anyway, that was who was that? Oh yeah, that was man, I get my brain screwed on straight. Who just called me? We had Don, November 4 Delta Tango Juliet, and then we had what you call it there? We had Jack and Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor. Donnie, was that you next on, or was anybody else west before we go to south?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo Greg and Antioch.
Ah, very good. You made it home, I take it?
I did it safely again.
Well, that's a good thing to do. Saturday night shouldn't be too bad for you, are they?
No, well, coming from the Opry Mills Opry Mills area to Antioch, you always take your life into your hands.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm with you. I did a lot of driving, but most of it was not here. It was down when I was working for a living in Florida, and it could be. You just got used to the life-threatening part about it.
Yeah, you get the comforting radio.
Very good. That's Greg and Antioch. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Excellent signal. Who else was in there? West. On to the south.
Kilo November 4 Charlie Quebec.
All right, got you in there. Preston, you sound good. Kilo November 4 Charlie Quebec. That's Preston in Possum Trot. And did I hear Donnie in there? Kilo 4 Oscar Foxtrot Oscar.
I believe that was Preston you heard.
Oh, it may have been. It said at least initially it sounded to me like somebody else. All right, anybody else west? Any place, anywhere? South, north, south, east, or west? I got nothing. We'll close out that portion of the net, and I didn't count them, but hold on.
I actually was able to hear everybody on the sideband now.
Oh, cool. Yeah, sideband is actually a good mode, you know.
I love it.
Yeah, looks like we had 13 there. We're going to move over to the 6 meter portion, which is 50.135, 50.135. Mike, would you announce that on 2 meters, please?
I sure will. KM4 Wow.
Yeah, very good. K4P. All righty, we're on 50.135. Hold on one second. This is Kilo 4, Papa Echo Whiskey. Looks like I'm getting a high SWR, but I'll live with it for the moment. Do you have any check-ins from the south? Please come in.
Kilo 4, Oscar, Fox, Oscar.
All right, I got you in there, Donnie. Kilo 4, Oscar, Foxtrot, Oscar. Who else is south? Anybody else east? South or east?
KG4, I think.
Hey, Kevin. How's my signal over to you?
Hey, keep fluctuating. You might want to take some time out and tighten up some of them knobs that coax back there. Now, it looks like that's what might be happening.
Yeah, I know. It's bouncing around. That's why I was curious. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's awful.
Yeah, take some time out and check the wires real quick.
Well, hold on one second. I can do that right this second. Hang on. I'll go do that.
Take care of it, John. Good. Hey, you too, Don. I told you right, Don. Oh, yeah, you did. I heard you checked in early with Tom about 5 o'clock. Oh, yeah, I was just playing around. I was on the phone with you when you did. I'm telling you, all of it sounds so good on 2 meters. We use that a lot more.
All righty. How we doing there? K4PW. That's back to being stable there. No, but just jump back up again. Something else is wrong there, kid. Hey, Mike, you still there?
I am.
Pick up the rest of the night. I don't want to be jumping around like that.
Okay, where we at? South or north?
We were still at, I think we were at east. Well, south or east. You can start again with south, please.
Okay, anybody south want to check in? Now your chance. Nobody south. How about over to the east? Anybody east, upper side band? How about to the north?
Well, you got time checking in on 6 meters.
Okay, Tom, try it again. I didn't hear you that time.
Hey, Tom, come back again. Mike couldn't hear you. He checked in again, Mike. You still not hearing him?
I can tell. Just wait. I can hear the noise, but I didn't hear what he said. But I've got him checked in. Thank you, Tom. Who else is north? WE Corey. Anybody else north? Romeo, Kilo. As usual, thank you. We're still in north, so come down.
Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra.
Okay, Paul, I got you with good signal. Thank you for your check-in. Anybody else north? Anybody anywhere, please call out.
KG4 CXC, Chris Nadal.
Okay, Chris, got you. I forgot to call west, didn't I?
I think so, but when I heard anywhere of that, that's me.
Yeah, all right. Who else is the west?
November 4 Delta Juliet Tango.
Okay, Don, got you. Great signal. Thank you for your check-in. Who else is west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo Greg Aniak.
All right, Greg, got you with a great signal. Good. Thank you for your check-in. Anybody else west? Anybody anywhere, please call out. Last call for 6-meter check-in. Please call out. All right, good deal. We wound up with 10 check-ins. Not bad for 6 meters. I appreciate everybody participating and look forward to hearing you again on Wednesday night. Tomorrow night on
Yeah, thank you, Mike. I did a great job.
Okay, Paul, thank you for letting me do it.
Yeah, I just want to see. No, it's still unstable.